Hey, it's Naders. This is the second part of the Kabuki Chase episode as promised. Hope you had a good holiday. Enjoy the show, and we'll see you next week when we're back.
Yes.
But this is and it feels like a bit, but I could like get people on the phone and I'd be like, dude, you guys remember, his name was like Corey or something, and be like, oh yeah, Huffer, you guys asked us to huff gas that one time.
That was probably Clint.
Okay.
But no, actually,
Did you ever
when
see
we
it
were,
later on?
well, yeah, when we were moving out, or when I was moving out, I locked my
We never
keys in
huffed
the car.
gas.
Yeah, we never huffed any gas. No,
Well,
I,
you're
I-
leaving. We never even huffed gas.
Look who doesn't come to my Christmas party.
but I had
BYOG.
I borrowed a truck and it wasn't working, and it turned out like I needed a ride. I need somebody to come help me either get it working or give me a ride home. And while I was waiting, because we had turned the keys in, like I locked the door behind me and it's like, okay, the house is done. We're moving out. Everything's in the truck. So I go and knock on his door. I said, can I wait for my ride? And he's like, yeah, come on in. And it's an empty house with like one super nice sofa and then like a 65-inch TV screen and huge speaker stacks on either side and then all the like DVD and everything and racks of DVDs, and that was it. And presumably if his house was anything like ours, it's like a 4-bedroom house with a basement and a garage. And it's like him and a bed, a stereo AV setup, and a can of gas. Like that's
Well,
what he's like. It's like
Premium gas, Chase.
Yeah. It's like he got thrown out of his girlfriend's house, and he's like, you know what? I'm just gonna get my own place. I'm gonna have the biggest TV I can find. I'm gonna huff gas every day if I want to. And so
I'm
he
gonna
ends up-
watch Black Knight with Martin Lawrence and huff gas.
Which,
was,
ironically, is the only way to really enjoy that movie.
yeah. But
that's
so it's
funny
like
to see.
$400 a month for this gigantic house. Is like, I don't need to, I'll live in Gwyn. I don't care. I don't have any friends. You're my only friend. Gas can or like lawnmower with the cap off or whatever, like whatever he was using. Just it was great.
I thought you were gonna go in this weird direction where you needed a ride, and you said you needed a ride. As picture be like, well, I'd give you a ride, but my gas is for huffing. I mean, I don't.
That, like, the car was out of gas. And,
Yeah.
I don't got no gas, man. I mean, it's
I ain't got
Sunday
no
morning.
gas.
I don't.
Yeah.
I ain't got. What was your name again? Chucky?
I
Chucky?
do think
Like the down.
I'm not a gas huffing expert, but I do think couldn't you just huff a gallon of gas for infinity? Like, I mean, how would you ever use it up by huffing it? Like,
If you
know what I
huff
mean?
gas and you're a fan of the show,
yeah, let us know how it works.
email us at gwfentertainment@gmail.com with a little tip. How long can you huff a gallon of gas?
Do you need any special accoutrement? What
What
sort
kind
of
rag? Is it a cheesecloth?
yeah? And speaking of
So,
cheese,
yeah.
what sort of hors d'oeuvres or crudité would you put out for a huffing party?
But it
What,
should be known
what
that
goes well with gas?
Chase actually runs a Frasier fan board.
Yeah. I, no joke, probably a week ago, wrapped up an entire series rewatch of Frasier that began a couple months ago when we learned that Frasier was on Netflix and ended tearfully a couple of days ago.
My wife watched all those. It's great because it goes on for so long that you see all these technologies get invented and become commonplace in the show, like computers and cell phones and stuff. Like,
Yeah, but
during that whole time, he makes a lot of money doing talk radio for free.
AM talk radio.
That never stops paying him a lot of money.
Yeah.
And they also and no updates are made to the board. In the radio station looks the same.
Oh,
Episode- like from episode 2 to the end game.
Which is like, what, 12 years or something later? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 12 years.
Yeah.
It's like my cell phone has shrank considerably, but I still have the old slidey.
Yeah.
We are not a digital station.
I doubt many
Yeah,
AM stations really went through a technological renaissance. They just sort of collapsed and faded away into non-existence. Like long after anyone was listening to AM radio, it was a thing on freighters.
Well, it's very big in Seattle.
It wouldn't be like a realistic one where they're like, okay, now we're gonna need you to switch over to reading about how everybody's damned and is going straight to hell, or Farm Report. Here's your two choices. You can adapt one way or the other. You go off the air.
Latin music. That's what we have here on REM stations here in Holland.
Well, and then the other people at the radio station were like a food and movie critic, an arts and crafts woman, and then like a kids story time show. It's like none of these. Well, and then but that's a legitimate thing that is still on the radio, and maybe people would even listen to right now. But like, the idea of like, get your kids around, gather around the AM radio, because whoever is gonna tell them a story from 5 to 6, it just it's strained credibility a bit.
It's a willing suspension of disbelief.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say, actually, now I think is a good time for a Frasier reunion because it could be a Seattle hipster thing where it's like retro and people are ironically listening to AM radio, so he gets his job back after however many years because it's hip again.
Well, then he'd have to struggle with that.
Also, he's a crazy man.
Yeah, and Kelsey Grammer.
Crazy person in real life.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he left his wife while she was pregnant. That's right.
There's a dude, not to plug other podcasts, but there's a dude, there's a character, a guy, John Daly does on Comedy Bang Bang from time to time called Dr. Fraser Fonzie, which is a really great character, which he does a dead-on Fraser Crane impersonation, but acts as though he is Fonzie, basically. He's like, please step into my office, which is located in the restroom.
Yeah, I think the first thing he did is just like he said it weird, and people said like that sounded kind of like Frasier, and then he developed the character on the spot because he told somebody to sit on it. So just like, yes, I recommend sit on it. Yeah.
Oh, that's like right up my alley.
Yeah.
It's good. You should. Shafee, I want to give you your Christmas gift. I bought you a little something I saw at the store today, but I don't know if I want to like save it, or if I want to reveal it to you on the show, and then you have to like wait to get it. It's not much. I don't want you to feel obligated to run out and get me something.
Oh, don't worry.
Don't worry. What do you think?
Well, now the audience. They're just like, oh, I hope he says yes because I want to see what it is.
Yeah, well, imagine the scenario in which you say, yeah, you know what? Never mind. So next topic. Like, we're going to do
All right.
That's awful.
I'm going to run and get it real quick, and I'm going to show it to you because you'll laugh.
Okay.
It's a funny gift. I'll be right back.
All right.
Talk amongst yourselves.
All right.
Remember that, huh?
All right, here's the thing. Jay needs to go.
Yeah, this isn't going well.
It is not where I can get Rhodes. I can get Iceman. We could take this show to the moon.
Yeah, you think with his current microphone, I think would still be better. Like just blaring speakers directly into the mic, I think still better.
I don't have the heart to tell him. I can't do it. Show me something, I'll do him.
I think we should just switch times, maybe, and just don't tell him. And then when he calls, you just don't answer. You know, kind of like just cut him out. Yeah, just the whole thing.
Heavy clip. I mean, you pretty much got to cut and run.
Yeah.
You got to cut and run.
It's one of those things where you're just going to have to deal with the fallout, so better to just sever and... I
thought about taking him to Fleetwood and doing the whole Jerry Maguire thing and just, letting him know. So you can't make too big of a scene.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Chase, and that's why Popeyes never really caught on in France.
Oh, okay. Wait, now, did you say pot pies or Popeyes? The chicken.
Popeyes, the chicken.
Oh, okay. Because I think they love a pot pie over there.
I think, yeah.
They call them meat pies or mince
pie.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure you guys were just talking about this the whole time. I mean, there's no way I could find out if it was any different. So,
nope, guess not.
Are you ready?
Ready.
This, I don't know if you'll think this is funny. I thought it was funny. See if you can see this. Can you read that? This is a real can of Prince Albert in a can. It's empty. It's a vintage Prince Albert.
I was looking forward to some of whatever Prince Albert is.
Tobacco.
Is it tobacco?
Pipe tobacco.
Okay.
Yeah, pipe tobacco. Chase, you were a champion pipe tobacco smoker.
Yeah, it was. It was the kind of thing where I figured they might give the name Prince Albert to lots of different things. Currently, I can only think of one. There's only one, and it's that can of tobacco.
Look at this guy.
Look at this guy.
This is what pipe smokers were back then: cigar and pipe and cigarette tobacco.
Or he's all decked out in military finery.
He has a cane. He has a orchid in his lapel. You probably can't see that out here. But no, I figured I'd give this to you. You can place it next to your running refrigerator. And you will be set.
Just insulated from all potential pranks and tomfoolery.
You'll fall for it more, actually, because you'll say, yes, you do.
Oh, I suppose. That's right.
All those pranks from 50 years ago that you get.
Hello, comedy phone. Well, yes, I do. No.
So yeah, that's I'll give it to you sometime when we see each other in the meat space.
Yeah, in the human world.
Now, Nate, do you answer your phone comedy phone because you are a practitioner of comedy and it's like thank you for calling movie line, or do you say comedy phone because you're holding it up in a comical fashion and it's comically old-timey how old your phone is?
How old my phone is. It is a it does have MIDI. It's MIDI ringtones.
Oh, okay.
This is when I answer the comedy phone.
Okay, so the comedy phone is an old, hook and cradle,
a princess,
old timey, yeah.
Yes. Princess brand.
Princess.
It's like when you constantly ask Sarah to take a letter for you, and.
I do. It's funny. The other day, I was coming back in from break, and there are these people who walk around in this circle the way my building's laid out, and the one woman was talking to somebody she was walking with about how she was getting her son a tablet, and the gentleman she was walking with was much older. He's probably in his hundreds. I don't know how old people are. I can't tell how old white people are when you look at them. They look very old. But he was just like, "Oh, a tablet, huh? Yeah, those are pretty expensive. If you want a tablet, I'll give you one I used when I was in elementary school. It's a pad of paper and a pen."
He was Norm Macdonald. Was actually.
Oh, it makes the delivery better, but his was more rushed. Like, "Oh, you want a tablet? I'll give you one like the one I had in school. It's a piece of paper and a pen."
Get it out before this bit was interrupted. He's like, "Hey, paper and a pen, paper and a pen."
Paper and a pen. Don't go thinking that I actually have a tablet that I'm willing to give you, because those are very expensive. So if I had one, I would not give it away.
Hey, you want a tablet? How about this one that I put under my tongue when the old ticker starts hopping when it's not supposed to, eh? Huh? I'm dying because I'm old. I could go in any minute.
I have heart palpitations.
Yeah, I have to take a drug to keep me alive. Probably several drugs because of how old I am.
Shut up.
This is the intro that the improv class that we're starting.
Yeah, we're playing an improv game called Take It Down a Notch. What we do is we
just cool it off. Yeah.
Bum people up. Oh, that was.
Man. Oh.
Nate, you said before the show that you want to talk about something to do with a tire iron or Batman.
I'll take.
Wait, no, that you're accidentally reading my Amazon wish list.
Tire iron, Batman gear,
Yeah.
Batman clothes.
Hot plates.
Batman novelty tire iron. It's very hard to use. It's all rounded, and the spikes. Yeah. Very inefficient.
Now, as you all know, I believe I might have talked about this last week. I don't remember if I did. Last week I got a flat tire, and I had the jack, and I had a donut, but I did not have the tire iron to remove the lug nuts off the tire.
Why did you not?
Because I have a used car.
It just had never come up.
It was
Someone took it for thugging, for gooning.
Yeah.
Go to the
it was for nefarious deeds.
Okay.
Perhaps looting.
Yeah. Somewhere, someone is getting worked over at your expense.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we can trace it back to a 2006 Ford Focus. Officer Regis Feldman is on the case.
So you didn't. But you got the tire change. What happened?
Well, because my father-in-law was gracious enough to come, and I used the one from his Cadillac to get the lug nuts off, so I could get the donut on. Long story short, we got the tire patched. It was great. And so I had to get a tire iron, because then he was like, "You don't have a tire iron yet. You just went through this. You didn't go out and buy one or go to a junkyard," is what he wanted me to do. And see if I could salvage one from a car.
You could just scam one. You're like, mind if I look around for a while? Okay.
And so I went and bought one, and like when I'm at work, I have on my button-down shirt, and I have my pea coat on and everything like that, and my hair is nicely combed, and I'm like, when you see a guy who looks like he works in an office just casually walking around with a tire iron, you're like, I gotta think you're like this guy's had his break. This guy's going through a falling down right now.
Yeah.
He's gonna. How much is this bread?
So,
Gonna go terrorize a bodega.
you're gonna say there's a paper jam and there's no paper jam? I don't know.
I'm
got the
Robert
printer in my
Loggia.
scenario.
Robert Loggia is playing the title character in my new Falling Down movie with a guy with a tire iron.
He's a little older. It's a little more sad. You're like, oh, he's not intimidating those gangsters.
He's not. But he does have that tire iron. So I'm a little scared, because if he gets me good, it's gonna smart.
Raise a goose egg on the old
The old coconut.
Were we meant to believe a bespectacled Michael Douglas with half a baseball bat was incredibly threatening to old-timey Los Angeles movie gangsters who don't really exist?
Yeah, that's one of those movies. I was talking about this with Nate. All those movies from that time were convinced that in like 2 more years, it was just going to be nothing but gangs, nothing but gang members. Like they literally were going to take over.
Yeah, but and they're going to take over, and they're going to sit on a big spray-painted rock, flipping their butterfly knives all day. And then waiting for an innocent white person to come by. It's like, none today, guys. All right, see you tomorrow.
Good night, Sam.
Yeah.
Like they always had like super unrealistic gangs back then, like that they thought were gonna start up, like future, like that movie Cobra, which is a terrible movie overall, stars Sylvester Stallone, but like it's like we're the gang of we're a gang of people that we pretend that we're one serial killer called the Night Ripper, and we all hang out and take turns chopping people's heads off. How do you make money? I thought gangs. I thought you made money somehow normally. We haven't quite worked that out yet, but we got the head chopping off.
Yeah, we're in it for the sense of community. All right.
We're working together for a common goal, and that's chopping off the heads of others.
Yeah.
Hey man, things you own end up owning you, man. He's deep. He's deep, man. It's not materialist.
The deep thought. If one lies with monsters, they may become one.
Hey man,
I think my favorite,
sometimes
my favorite way to go with a character. Oh, sorry.
That is, why you chopping people's heads off. Sometimes the journey is the destination. All right, come on.
Why I climb Mount Everest? Because it's there.
A lot of heads out there.
See, the guy who's surprisingly deep is a good way to go with the character, but I think my favorite way to go with various characters when I do riffing is surprisingly self-aware.
Oh yeah.
That's what I like best. Just it's like we were talking earlier about self-aware before the show. We were talking about self-aware racist cop. Who's just like Officer Truth Serum.
That's what they call me.
Do you want to do that one, Nathan?
Yeah, good old, they call me Officer Truth Serum down at the force, because, I'm just telling the truth. I pulled you over? You're black. That's it. That's it.
You look different than me. And
your clothes are different than my clothes. I feel jealous because I'm at work and you're driving a nicer car. I pulled you over.
Oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't. When you're saying that, your clothes are different than my clothes, and I pulled you over being black, all I could think of is also being a bad '80s stand-up comic racist. I was like, look, you're driving like this. I'm over here. I'm driving like this. You know what I mean?
I hear that. I know I dance like this, and I hear that you dance more like this.
And from what I understand, your penis is bigger than mine. I just. You know what? I'm holding a position of power right now, and I'm going to abuse it. Ladies and gentlemen, Paul Reiser as Officer Truth Serum. Give him a round of applause.
Does good work. Does good work.
No, I do that in minutia when you're telling a story about somebody, just like you end it with them saying something that describes themselves. That is the point of the story. Like, hey, man, I can't get the copy to work because I'm dumb.
I don't have a lot of schooling.
I really wish that that existed in real life. It would just be such a, it's like, hey, what did happen? Oh, I just spilled pop all over myself because I'm a fucking idiot. I guess that does happen, but more.
So everyone has to tag their stuff at the end with a brief description of what made them say that. Like, oh God, I can't believe these chips are so small and expensive because I'm old and things used to cost less, and now I'm worried about my ability to pay for things every time things cost more than they used to. Because my wages have not increased equivalently to how much things cost.
Well, it took a little turn.
Oh, there we go. We continue our new comedy troupe. Yes, and that's sad players.
Yeah. Yep. Yes, and I did hear one. There was one I heard somewhere from way back in the day, which was a way you could do improv, which is no but meaner, which goes like this. Here, go like why don't you say this something about how like we're on Mars?
All right. Oh man, can you believe we're the first 3 dudes ever on the planet Mars?
We're not on Mars, fuckface.
Can't see. Store, dummy. Just no. That's my bit. Is actually my favorite. My favorite improv game. Goes like this. Right?
No, something else, dummy.
It's called That's My Bit. So watch. Start off with a character.
Yeah, so the produce here in this greengrocer's is looking very fresh today.
No, that's my bit. Yeah, man, this greengrocer job that I got is pretty sweet.
Yeah. Hey guys, I'm the manager of this place, and there's a big.
This is my bit.
You take anything?
What are you doing? I'm the manager here today.
Whoa! I just ran in from outside. There's a big thing outside. It's like a thing. I thought you were gonna interrupt me by this point, so I didn't actually come up with anything.
Because you can't see in the thumbnail that is my camera, but I was making simmering anger face. I'm just like
building up to it.
You better trail off. You better trail off.
You better not realize where this is going. That's my bit.
The extension of the no but meaner bit is something that I know, Jay, you've enjoyed as well. Is just when somebody uses hyperbole or some sort of less than truthful, like a metaphor, so that you just shut them down incredibly mean. You're just like, oh god, it's like 1,000,000 degrees out there. It couldn't be 1,000,000 degrees, idiot. It's probably more like 80.
Yeah.
Idiot.
I do like. Actually, there's a guy, another lawyer dude I know, does that really good on my Facebook. It always cracks me up. He'll do that sometimes on the things where I'll be like, "Man, wouldn't it be great if we had trial by combat?" He'd be like, "That's a terrible idea, idiots." Way to embarrass yourself on Facebook, dummy. Yeah, you're right.
What I found that does not work well is with new coworkers who don't know your sense of humor yet.
Yep,
I have made some miscalculations.
I tell you, it's fun when you're feeling out your new coworkers, and you'll drop some sort of like reference to TV or a movie, and it just falls flat, and you're just like, no, but it's.
Yeah, I thought you were down. But it turns out you're not down at all.
Well, I walk into work the other day. I pull out a dead-on, hey, a la Fat Albert.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Oh, that's sad. I had a thing at work recently where a dude got me. I got the reverse, like where I swore a guy was doing a bit, but he was dead serious, so I looked like a jackass. Because he literally
was laughing so hard.
Well, no. Yeah. Your wife has a cyst, so they don't know if it's malignant. Sure. Why would I laugh at that?
Speaking of cysts, be sure to check out the 12 Days of Sismas.
12 Days of Sismas. Ugh.
No, so
Five
what was
golden? What is that thing?
Bit, actually? What was it?
What was the thing you thought was a bit, or was it not funny?
He goes, those Medea movies are funny as hell. I know, dude. I know. Like that's what he said. And I mean, like, come on, man. That's basically
what I imagined is you're sitting there like pouring a cup of coffee, and he just walks around the corner and says, "Hey, those Medea movies are funny as hell."
It was basically, and this guy is he's a cool guy, smart guy, but man, like, he's done that. He's gotten me like 3 times with that because like he'll say something like, he also later on he said, "Little Nicky is probably my favorite movie." Little Nicky, the Adam Sandler movie that no one will defend. But yeah, so anyway, he's like, "No, I do. I like those movies. I do." Like,
seriously, there was like a list of shit that I thought like I had like listed in my brain, a la the Terminator, just like. And it was
things that it might be that you might mistake for a bit.
Yeah, and
it wasn't on there.
Medea did not make the cut. I gotta say, that's why it
genuinely shocking.
I'm cracking up because he's just like, no, like she talks funny. Funny. What is this happening?
And I like how he keeps saying she, like Medea's real.
Yeah. Man, those grandkids are always getting her into some kind of trouble. I don't know. I might not know what those movies are about, or that's okay. They're not for me. I made that decision a long time ago. I know that they're not. I am not the target demographic, and I'll leave.
That's what I say about Jeff Dunham.
Yeah. Wait, you're not a racist? Is that what you're saying? You're not.
You're not a. I feel bad because now someone will like it on the podcast, so it's just gonna be like, "You're not a hillbilly moron." Sorry, is that wrong to say?
Can we all agree that Walter is a delight?
I don't know.
That's the old puppet, Walter.
Oh, is he racist?
He's just an old curmudgeon. He's just an old. Well, he's racist because if that's what you think all white people are like.
Yes.
Which we are. Which is why
I
it's
mean,
so funny.
Pretty much like that. Yeah. I do remember that does remind me of way back. I think we talked on the very first show, or else that was even on the beta one, about Buddy Fast Eddie, who I love and respect. Who turns to me in the store and goes, "Hey, have you seen Magic Mike yet?"
Yet.
No.
It is a foregone conclusion that if you have not seen it, it is upcoming. Obviously, there's no world in which you weren't at least
in his
about.
defense, he could have been like, "Well, your wife's gonna make you see it," because that might be. Because I'm not the guy. I said this before, but I don't do that normally. But I'm like that movie's. I mean that's for gay dudes, right? That's for ladies and gay dudes. I don't do that about most movies. They're like, oh, it's all that mushy crap. No, I mean that's literally just guys taking their shirts off
and dancing around provocatively. I don't allow that filth in my home, so.
No. I do enjoy the whenever you do the Matthew McConaughey, you have to end it with "I'm just gonna pop my shirt off." Your Honor. I mean, if you examine the evidence, Your Honor, I'm just gonna go ahead and pop my shirt off.
Hey, all right. I'm the Lincoln lawyer, man. Is that all right? I'm gonna just take my shirt off. All right.
Oh, he was good at that. He was good in that movie, which was also good with Jack Black, Bernie.
Yeah, I saw that on Netflix. Is that the movie where Jack Black plays like the really nice guy in town? I don't want to give too much away.
Yeah.
So the Netflix Q description mentions like what I had assumed was the hook of the movie.
Yeah. He's a super nice guy who's accused of murder, and nobody in the town can believe he did it. Even though there's lots of evidence.
Spoiler alert.
Okay, because the Netflix thing is just like, blah blah blah. Jack Black murders so and so.
Oh yeah.
Nobody can believe that's not the hook or the twist or anything.
It's not an M. Night Shyamalan twist. Like it is established that he did do it, but the thing is that nobody can believe it because he's so nice and he's literally helped everyone in the entire town. And it's based on a true story.
John Wayne Gacy.
Sure, he was a pillar of the community.
Yep.
He wore all that fun makeup.
Ran his KFC like an iron ship.
I don't think I've heard that saying.
Iron ship doesn't sound like a good ship, honestly.
Oh, really? Maybe if there was an iron ship, we'd have the two Titanics.
Is that good? Would we want two Titanics?
I mean, because they would both be up and running and fully functional.
Because they were
iron. They would have just blasted right through that.
That's right.
Yeah. That's why I took. They last a really long time. That's why I took the Monitor and the Merrimack to work this week. Still in service. Who knew?
Old Ironsides.
That ironclad Civil War ship reference. Nailed.
That Civil War?
I don't know. That's probably
If you know what the hell boats Chase is talking about, leave us a message.
Yeah. Prove me wrong that by following up on the bit and explaining it more, I probably was wrong and therefore completely ruined my credibility in terms of it being fun.
Chase, I'm expecting you to be good at history. You have a beard.
But I do not have any tweed patches on elbows or shoulders. So
they're on order.
Yeah. My finger looks humongous right now. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to cut you off here, but I just want to get in a couple plugs, real quick. Number one, I want to say a special thank you to Hoss Mackey. I know that he has purchased one of the funniest guy at work mugs. Through Zazzle.com at the FGW store. You can actually locate that. There's a link on our Facebook fan page. No,
I'm
I was
gonna buy
talking.
one.
Jay's gonna buy one, and
Do you guys do you put the links over the end of the YouTube video so you can be like, hey, click here, maybe up here? Like, you do any of that?
no.
Feel free to add that in. Like, hey, click here for mugs. Click. This one is for like us on Facebook. And, yeah.
Usually I'm half in the bag, but I only had about a bottle of wine this week. I had 2 bottles, but they were about a bottle total.
Yeah, see, you can't tell it actually, but I'm just completely just background extra in a Western movie, stumbling drunk right now. Like, I'm just gonna fall asleep in a horse trough, clutching my bottle, after just sort of waggling my way down the street. And people are just gonna be like, "There goes
with a woman's face."
like, there goes old drunky Chase. Can't even make it through the saloon doors without falling over. Yeah, get him to a hospital. All right, you should still be able to walk.
I got that there post-traumatic stress syndrome from fighting the Yankees.
Hoo-wee! I drink to feel alive.
All right, that plug got derailed.
Sorry.
We derailed the plug that actually sends us money.
Yeah.
But at work plugs, you purchase them. Purchase them at Zazzle, and what we're doing, a little call to action. Take a picture of yourself drinking out of your mug, send it to us at gwfentertainment@gmail.com, because I don't have a Funniest Guy at Work email set up yet. And we'll post it on the Facebook as one of our mug shots. Branding.
I
get it. I got it.
Yeah,
it's like a thing. It sounds like a different thing.
Sort of while we're on the thing about the show, there's going to be some big changes in early 2013 where we are going to go to audio. It is going to happen one way or the other. We're working it out.
Yes.
We're going to have audio download, which means a lot of things, which means theme songs, which means the ability to drop in clips.
Yes.
And edit points.
And then there'll be more vocalized characters, so that way it doesn't, just watching one of us do a voice.
Yeah. We'll still probably put the raw stuff up so you can get if you're like, you can be hipster about it. You can be like, oh, you listen to the edited downloads.
Yeah, I like to watch the raw, because people actually have said, like, if you're going to go audio, are you going to lose the video? No, the video is where it all starts. The audio is like, just it's got some extra special things in it, so you can listen. Once they're on iTunes, download it 50, 60 times
daily.
Set up a reminder on your phone. And
bots. Anybody want a bot download this thing? Just use a robot to download it.
Here's the thing. Jay and I were talking. We'd like to beat Gundam Style on downloads. If we could do that.
We're starting out behind. But, the race is not always won by the swift.
That's right.
They say that, right?
I'm pretty sure it is.
Most of the time it is, yes, but really long races.
Hey, I got news for you. The turtle was losing at the beginning too.
Yeah. So what we're hoping is that Gangnam Style somehow becomes lazy and somehow incapacitates itself as a concept, and in fact would undo however many 100 million downloads it's got.
Somehow it takes back the download.
Yeah, it's actually
somebody starts anti-downloading.
Yeah. It's a tortoise in the hare scenario, only the hare falls asleep on a mechanic's dolly on a hill and starts rolling backwards somehow, so he wins by even more.
Nice. I feel like
get that going.
So we're gonna do that. That's my thing on that.
That's our plug. We want to go audio, do some voices. The character Cock Rodney is going to be debuting once we go audio. He is
our downstairs neighbor. That
Mrs. Newsmom, Jay's downstairs neighbor.
Nice.
They're all going to come by. Cock Rodney he hosts a hidden camera comedy show. We're not going to get too deep into it, but he also went over in England, so he's really excited to come on the show once we go audio. He says he has a face for radio. So.
Yes, he's hideously ugly. Said that. I shouldn't have said that on air. That doesn't affect our working relationship, Rodney, in the future.
Now, one last thing, and I want to plug it out. Jay, now you said we all know you have your fitness blog that you've been on hiatus for the holiday season.
Yeah, I'm going to get that back. I've been a little off on that because I could have had a different blog called Race to 300 where you could join me as I see if I can re-weigh 300 plus pounds before January 1st. But no, after I go traveling and stuff, I'm going to get it back. It's going to be good. Post some links. Be good.
Good.
Right now, there's nothing but the same stuff that probably you've already read, but if you haven't,
hey, reread it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't,
every click counts, right?
Right.
I don't have AdSense or anything on there, but yeah, I'm probably gonna host that somewhere different too, other than Blogger in 2013, because we'll be getting the space and we'll move this entertainment dynasty. Yep.
Now, Chase, do you have anything that you need to plug?
God, I should have thought of something funny, but I don't. No, this is pretty much my sole media venture currently, but eventually I will probably.
So you're no longer writing that Mr. Belvedere fanfic.
No, it's God. I hate it because I keep thinking of funny stuff, but I know you've probably heard it and know it's somebody else's, but I wanted to say that it ended when he sat on his balls. I don't know. I think it's a Doug Benson bit, and he's like, "Hey, here's a quick impression for you. It's Mr. Belvedere who just sat on his balls," and he just goes, "Ooh," makes a face. It's just, and it's dead on. I can only imagine.
I was gonna say it was too disturbing for the internet. The internet actually asked me to stop.
Yeah,
posting it.
Hello, Chase. It's me, the internet.
Please,
you're grossing me out.
That's some.
I thought I'd seen. Yeah.
I've seen things. And this is disturbing. Carry that weight.
Oh, I forgot. We'll have to save it for next time you're on the show because we're way over, Chase. But I was going to ask you, talk about your old boss mispronouncing the word ambulance. Because your old boss's wife. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I can. There's enough stories about that maybe we could have a segment where you take notes, be like, let's talk about dumb stuff.
Maybe we could have former job talk. That could be a good one because we all had some.
Well, I will dominate.
Although now I had a racist carpet installer guy that paid me under the table when his old assistant hurt himself because he was too fat to jump down 2 stairs.
Ooh, I am outclassed in this former job, man.
That's a good one.
It's all right. There was that, and then Domino's Pizza wife. The main guy was just sort of a generic jerk, but his wife was a
I think that's a prerequisite to get a Domino's franchise, or at least into management.
Yep.
Kind of.
So are you jackhole? You jack off by any chance? Just big jerk off?
I tell you what, my kid wanted braces. I made him mow lawns.
Yeah.
All right, you're in, buddy.
Guy.
You are in.
Yeah. That is it. Hey, everybody. He would come in 3 times a day and print the numbers. How we doing for today? How we doing? Ooh, let's see some hustle, guys. Come on. And then he'd leave.
Would you like us to call people?
Yeah.
And ask if they want pizza.
Thankfully, we don't do the thing where you stand outside with a sign and wave it. Which is done by robots now. That was actually the other note that I made. Is that I drive past a sign-waving robot and on the way to work, and it's not just like a pedestal with a sign that says, free chairs or whatever with purchase, just waving. They actually built a human analog, like a weird mannequin of a woman, and she's standing on the back of a truck, like a U-Haul truck, standing on the gate with a sign that says, buy a couch, get a free love seat or whatever. And it's automated to wave back and forth, up and down. It's
What's
like,
the unemployment rate in California?
what's that? Oh, huge. We've literally, robots have taken the jobs. They're bored with taking jobs from factory work.
Who made these robots? Was it Skynet?
Probably a different factory worker.
You gotta take a different factory robot. Actually, was you gotta take a picture of that and put it up on, or like take a video clip.
I will pull over and get out and take a picture.
I do. I want to see.
Yeah.
Robots.
It's not the first one I've seen either. I don't remember where the other one was, but yeah, it's just like literally taking the job from the guy who stands on the corner with his Bluetooth in and waves the Little Caesars sign.
That's the thing is here in Holland we actually have a place that buys gold.
I've heard of them. Yes.
It was California. That's expensive. I was talking to Jay.
Oh.
Because people pan for gold out there. That's how they make your money and stake your claim.
We got people that buy gold, but they don't have stores.
You don't have 1 to 5 in every strip mall. Isn't that
1 to 5? But anyway, what's great about it is we got to wrap this up. We are way over from where we normally are. But they are dressed like Yetis.
Because when you think, where can I sell my gold, you think I should probably look for someone in a Yeti costume.
He's an abominable gold man. Huh?
That's
all right.
abominable gold man.
He's an I buy up your gold man. I don't know. Let's workshop it. Workshop it. Let's go. Later.
All right.
Later,
though. This has been a lot of fun. I've had a great time. Chase, we'd love to have you back as often as you are willing to participate.
Yeah, no, I look forward to it.
So new longest show.
New record.
Yep.
Chock full of bits. There's more bits than any other episode.
Yep. It was good.
Some good
maybe the puppet episode, but
well, what?
Puppet episode had the longest running bit.
Well, that had the longest running bit, but this one, we played games. We showed you a little bit about our improv styles.
We had a lot of fun.
So it was a great time. So thank you again, and Jay, as always, it's been a pleasure hosting the show with you.
That's what I do now. It's offensive. Great time. Good. Thanks everybody for listening, and Chase.
We'll see you next time.
All right.
Try that.
Imagine a closing theme. We'll have that one.
A song. All right. Well, thanks everybody for watching. Have a great night.